Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon deck tech. Today we have Round. If you don't know the concept, it's basically get your bench full of Pokemon with Rounders and attack. And win. So Round is an attack for, in this case, Tympole, a basic Pokemon. It does 10 damage each time for each Pokemon that has the Round attack. So it only has 60 HP, and of course it's a basic Pokemon, so I have 4 of these in the deck. Then next up, the evolution, Palpitoad, has another Round. This time 3 energies, but it does 20 times the number of Pokemon with Round. So that's a potential 120 damage. But if we go another stage ahead, we have Scylla, which has also Round, but for 30 attack. And only 2. And it has 140 HP. Now the second attack, Hyper Voice, you don't do anything with that. You just attack with Round. Round, round, round. So with 30 damage for each Pokemon with Round, that counts up to 180 damage. Enough to knock out most Pokemon X. Just put them over there. Then, of course, because, well, this isn't enough. You need another Pokemon with Round, or else you won't get to the 6 Pokemon. Now we have Meloetta X for that. Okay, we'll see it. Meloetta X, unfortunately 110 HP, so it's knocked out quite easily, has Round, also 30. But the Round is for 3 Psychic. So that's the whole reason why I put in 7 Psychic energies. Because the other ones are all colorless, and she is the only one who needs colored energy. I put in the energies. Now for Scylla we have 4 double colorless energy, or for Tympole, obviously. Obvious reasons. But how do we get all this? Well, just like the Latios deck, we have a very simple basis. 4 times Professor Juniper, which is exactly the same as Juniper. Of course, I meant Juniper. Which is exactly the same as Sycamore. Discard your hand, draw 7. So we have that. Then we have a card which has recently been reprinted, N. Now N lets each player shovels his or her hand into his or her deck. Then each player draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize card. Awesome card, especially to disrupt your enemy or to keep you going if you don't have any cards left in your deck. Just keeps you going. Keeps you from deck outs. The next card, which is also draw, is Colress. Now Colress is also a supporter, and it allows you to shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the number of benched Pokemon from both you and your opponent. Oh, sharpen. Ah, that's way better. So, yeah, that's a potential of 10 cards. That's not too shabby. Now you might end up just looking for that one Pokemon. In that case we have Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for a Pokemon and put it into your hand. It's an item, so that's nice. Or we have 2 Level Balls, which allows you to search a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. In this case, Tympole or Scylla, or Palpitoad. Also a trainer, very nice to fill up your bank. And we have a Master Ball, in case you might need a Meloetta, or you might need a Scylla, or you don't have any of these in your hand. Also, an Ace Spec. You can just have one Ace Spec in your deck. That's a shame. Then we have Scylla. I have been thinking about throwing this out of the deck. But the only reason I have her in here is because she can find me rare candies. That's the only reason I have her in here. There has not been another time when I was like, oh, I can really use Scylla, except for any other supporter that I have in my hand right now. Wally allows you to search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, excluding Pokemon X. Of course. And put it onto that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. You can use this card during your first turn, or on a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. So you can instantly, turn 1, just evolve your Timple. You don't need to attack with a Timple, it only does minimum damage. But this gets you closer to your goal faster. Now, to get even faster still, we have rare candies, which allow the basic Pokemon in play to evolve into a stage 2 card without you having the stage 1 card on it or in your hand. Amazing card, really. I've played with this card ever since it came out in Sandstorm. It's like this one. And I still play with it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Wally could be better, but I love rare candy even more. Then, for the necessary heal, Rough Seas, 2 times. Once during each player's turn, that player may heal 30 damage from each of his or her water or lightning Pokemon. Now then, you help the opponent as well, but if you play the deck right, your opponent doesn't end up with damage. Or at least, it doesn't matter, because it would be knocked out the next turn. But for you, it is great. Great to keep your Sesmitoads going, but it doesn't do anything for Meloetta. Now, Meloetta, let me clarify, you don't use Meloetta unless you don't have a choice. I have used the first attack as well. A lot of times it's just 2 colorless energy, 20 damage, so that's really nothing. And then flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now asleep. If tails, it's confused. So it's either of the two, which could be useful if you want to stall the game into getting your right trainers or right Pokemon. Now then, let's get on with the rest of the deck, shall we? We have 2 silver bangles. You can attach this card to any Pokemon except for Pokemon X, and it does 30 damage more to your opponent's Pokemon X. So instead of 180, you now do 210 damage if you play against an X. Now that basically just burns through everything against you, except for the Megas or maybe a Wailord X, but basically the rest of it. The rest is gone, I tell you. Then 2 Super Rods. With Super Rod you can shuffle 3, in any combination, of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your deck. Now I have seen a lot of matches where my Timple is being pulled active and knocked out. Those are the times that you want to use Super Rod, if you actually need it and don't have another Meloetta or something. And last, Switch. You can get locked in this deck quite easily because you don't have a Poké Center Lady or a full heal. So you want a Switch at hand. So you can switch it and just get back to attacking again. So yeah, I've played this is my very first deck that I completed successfully since I started playing again, which is way before Latios X, which was around 2013, when Radiant Collection just came out. I noticed that the deck is very powerful. People like to play against it. It's not very solid in terms of how do I put that? It's unpredictable. Let's just keep it at that. A lot of times you get either a Timple or a Meloetta as your basic Pokemon, but you want the Timple. Or you don't get the trainers, and there's no way that you can get the trainers that you want or the Pokemon that you want. And that's a shame. But it's really fun to play. It's really, really fun to play. If you have the cards online or something, or you want to play it in real life and you do have the cards, go out and try it. It's great. I can't stress it enough. Try the deck. It's awesome. Well, see you all next time. Maybe I'll have another deck tech. Maybe I can make a deck by then. Who knows? Well, see you all. Bye.